Well, all you dark evil warriors, you cannot understand what I just did on like the short video of my fucking live streams on the GTA 5, the LA of Los Santos, because my live stream has been acting up. It has been acting up. You should understand and get some damn respects, okay? Because you wanted to explain about my true story? Here's a true story. Here it goes. Oh, when I was a baby, I was in Queens, New York, with my family because I got adopted by the Cato family. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to the Coney Island or go to Rye Playland since I was a baby. I really love that place very much. That I always care about because I'm so happy to be there. Trust me about that. And I've been there since I was a kid as well as on the Rye Playland since I was in the Bronx, New York. Like, oh yes. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, maybe. I'm not very quite sure because I'm not quite mistaken about that. So, when I was 3 years old, we moved into Westbury, New York, Long Island. Westbury, New York, Long Island. That's the one I live. And I met up to the neighbors named Kayla Miller. I met up her brother named Marcus Miller. I met up with their parents named Kathy Miller and Brian Miller because they got married. So, but I cannot believe that Brian Miller was gone because he died into the car crash. He died into a car crash. And that's a very sad story for them to explain about what happened to him. So, I met Brian Miller before since I was a kid. Trust me. This is like for real. This is my real true story that I'm telling you, all you Cato fans, right now. Right now. This is complete serious of my true story. Trust me about that. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not even playing. This is completely serious. Trust me. So, when I was 3 years old, until my birthday starts, my whole family came over to my house, like in Long Island. I turned 4 years old. So, I got a PlayStation 1 since I was a kid. I love playing video games. I like it so much. So the first game that my sister taught me how to play the Grand Stream Saga for the PlayStation 1, I really liked that game so much that she taught me how to play it. And the X button is to attack the enemy. Pressing and hold down the circle button is to use your shield by holding the circle button. But the square button is to use your magic spells attacks to attack the enemy. All right. So the triangle button is to pause it. Is to like the is go to the menu. It calls like go to the. It has the equipment. It's the equipment magic spells or something like that. It has kind of like everything, every single thing. That's what I'm telling you, all y'all Cato fans right now. Well, Oh, when I was 5 years old, I was playing a Crash Bandicoot 2 with my sister when I was in the family room with her. I was like beating like all the levels because I got like I break like all the boxes and I got like a gem. And I got it right now, and now I almost up to the 40 gems, almost closer to 42 gems to destroy the cortex vortex. That's just the last thing I'm about to do. If I get 42 gems, I had to save it from my memory card, and then to destroy the cortex vortex, and everything will be complete. So you could go into play like every level that you wanted to go to, like a free country. Trust me. When I was like 4 or 3, or when I was 3 years old, I went to preschool. Especially 4 or 5 years old, I went to the preschool as well. I went to the pre-K. I met with the classmates, and I went to see with my teachers as well, named Mr. Seuster, Miss Dino, Miss Green, Mr. Widone, the gym teacher, Miss Sella, Miss Whitfield, something like that. I met with the principal as well. So yeah. All right. Well, I got out of there. Then when I was 6 years old, I went to the W.P.C's to see the classmates, especially the teachers as well. Okay. I met with those teachers named Miss Janice, Miss Angela, and Mr. K. But I don't know what the other teacher's name is, but and these are kind of like a little bit difficult to know those teachers' names, but I really know that their names. But the gym teacher named Mr. Jim or Mr. Carf, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what his name is because I'm not sure which name it is. I'm not sure which name it is because I don't understand how confusing that those teachers, some teachers' names. You see which name it is. Well, I got out of there, so I went to Nassau BOCES. I met with the teacher named Miss Christine, Miss Rena, Miss Chris. I met the other teacher's names is Miss Mary Ellen, but I'm not sure what the other teacher's name is. But I met the other teacher named Miss Barbara. I remember her. Okay, the other teacher's name is Miss Robity, Miss Macca. Oh, the classmates I went to with Miss Christine's class. James, Jimmy, that he doesn't talk. He has like a talking machine thing that it talks. Ryan, that he used to kind of like complaining about like eating or something like that. Instead of this like And he said, no apple pie. And he said, no pizza. Oh, boo-hoo. I remember that part. I was like kind of like looking at him crying. But I never say anything to him. But I felt bad for him, but I don't even not quite sure about that. Okay, when I was at home, when I was 7 years old, I was playing like the Super Nintendo and playing Super Mario All Stars. I was like playing it with my sister because we were like playing the Super Mario Brothers or in Super Mario All Stars, um, we were like playing Super Mario 3. I really like that kind of game like that. I love it so much because I played it on the Game Boy Advance as well. It's kind of like you're in Super Mario All Stars. Trust me. This is like for real. Well, I played Super Mario 3 for the Game Boy Advance since I was like 11 years old. Okay, I will tell you about the beginning of it. Trust me. Um, since I got out of the class named Miss Robity's class, so but first I cursed out and said when I was at the bus, and then and somebody dragged me out of there. It was the support team from the Nassau Bolsies. They dragged me out of there, and then put me into to the timeout room because I was kind of like a bad student. Because I've learned my lesson not to curse out. Since I was 7 years old or 6 years old, maybe. Well, when I was 7 years old, the girl was acting like a bad girl. When I was a kid, I punched her because she was acting like a bad girl. But I learned my lesson. Not to punch girls. I listen, all you Darky Warriors and Kato fans, listen, because she was like a bad girl. Trust me. So that's why I punched her. Because I've learned my lesson not to put your hands on women. Because I don't want to go to jail for that. Because I don't want to go to jail for that. Trust me. It happens to me since I was a kid. I was like in elementary school called the Nassau Bolsies Elementary in Belmore, Long Island. That's the school that I was in. So okay, where was I? All right. Then I went to like a different class. I met up with like a beautiful, lovely, good teacher. It's a woman. Trust me. Her name is Miss DiMartino. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen her like for a while. Like, what the hell? Like, damn. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I really love women teachers so much because I'm the latest man, for Christ's sakes. Oh my goodness. Well, some teachers of the Miss Robity's classes because he kept on like blaming on me for what I done something wrong because I never done anything wrong. Because they keep on blaming on me because they think I'm doing anything wrong because I never done anything wrong. I never done anything wrong. Trust me. Well, I got out of that class, so I went to a different class named Miss DiMartino, because I never I never netted the other teachers like in DiMartino's class because I don't remember their names. I don't remember their names. So yeah. Well, okay, let's see. Okay. I went to another class. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mr. Cummings. He was like kind of like a funny teacher. He always like a funny teacher as always. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I met up the lovely, beautiful woman teacher named Miss Hillary. I like her. I send her like a very lovely good note. And then she kissed me on the cheek and I start smiling at her. Oh my goodness. Well, I had like kind of like a crush on her. My goodness. Like, oh my goodness. Well, Miss Terry, um, I know her since but before. I know her before. I hope that she's okay. I hope she's okay. Well, Miss Sobel, I went to music class with her. Since I was like 7 years old, I cursed her out because I had a tough time with my family. Trust me. Do you know why I cursed her out? It's because I had a tough time with my family. With my daggone family. So that's why I cursed her out. But I learned my lesson not to curse out teachers. Not to curse her out. Not to curse those beautiful, lovely women teacher out. So I learned my lesson. Well, but I know Miss Sobel, the music teacher, is a good, beautiful music teacher. So I played the drums there in the music room. I played the drums there since I was like 7 years old. And I enjoyed playing the drums over there. Oh my god! I was listening to the music. I played the drums by listening to music. It was such a wonderful thing to do. Oh my gosh. I enjoy playing the drums, trust me. So and that is why I got the drum set for Christmas. When I was 7 years old, I got a photo of that. Trust me. That's a wonderful memory of me that I got the drum set since I was 7 years old. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Man, it's taking me back into the years since I was younger. Trust me about that, all you Dark Evil Warriors and all you Kato fans. Trust me. I love all my memories so much that I always care about myself and everybody in this world in Long Island that I said I remembered like all the time because they will never be strangers at all. Trust me. So, well, yes. I met up the bus matron named Miss Beth since it said in the morning when I was 7 years old. I learned on my lesson. I said something very lovely to her. And then I kissed her on the cheek. She's a lovely, good bus matron that woman that I met her. I like her, especially the bus driver, the blondie hair woman named Miss Elaine. I like her. Blondie is my favorite. It's my favorite. Trust me, it's kind of like yellow hair. It's kind of like blonde hair. Trust me, I like blondie women so much. So, and that is why. Oh, when I was when I was 8 years old, and when we went to the fun zone, I was on the field trip. I went to the fun zone to play the Revolution X with Aerosmith, the blondie women, because I saved the blondie women. I saved those blondie girls. And CC said, "Thank you." And CC gave me a kiss when she was on screen. She gave me a kiss, and I started smiling, and I said, I was like reacting to it, and when I was playing it, I said, "Anytime." Oh my gosh, that was like my arcade game crush on that beautiful, lovely blonde woman. What I saved her life. Trust me, I like that kind of lovely part that I played, like the Revolution X or the arcade game when I was at the fun zone with my classmates. So, anyways, that that Mr. Cummings was like a funny teacher that I ever met him like in person since I went to the Nassau Bosies of the elementary at Belmore, Long Island. Trust me. This is like for real. When I went to speech, I met up with a person named Miss Meyer, and I went to the other speech teacher named Miss Paulman. And I went to the OT named Miss Carpenter, the OT teacher. I always be nice to her, not to curse her out, because she was like a wonderful, beautiful, lovely woman of the OT teacher of Nassau Bosies. But then sooner or later, my classmates and my teachers' assistants, they went to the gym, and I meet them there after the OT was over. So I really like that part. Sorry, I was yawning. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Where was I? All right. I met the gym teacher named Miss Gorman with the curly hair. She had the same curly hairstyle, just like Mr. Cummings. He's with the curly hair as well. That is very amazing. Oh, these types of hairstyles that I have ever seen in my life. Well, Miss Hillary, this is like a lovely, good hairstyle with the short hair. Well, Caesar with the chestnut brown hair or red hair or something like that. It's kind of like half chestnut brown and half red. Something like that. Well, I went to the technology class. I was trying to get myself like 100 to do the right things. Trust me. Not to curse out. Because I was like, keep calm and be patient. As always. I was like doing some kind of math. And then Mr. Cummings was trying to help me out about the math problems. Well, so since I was like 7 years old, when I went to Miss Macca's class, especially Miss Robity's class, but I'm not sure what which one is it. So Miss Robity's class, we went to do doing the math problems when I was on the computer in the classroom. So yeah. But then when I was 8 years old, I met up with a brand new classmates named Aubrey Love, Kyle Milano, Eric Dreyfus. Let's see. Michael Prutz. And he said something to me right to my face, and he said, "Oh, I hate this kid." Oh my gosh. That's what he said to me right to my face when I was at the playground. I was outside, like in recess. And he punched me in the gut. And I'm trying to not to hit him back because I just don't want to lose any of my points. Because I just don't want to lose any of my points of the national BOCES of the elementary. Because I don't want that to happen, to lose any of my points. Because I always had to do all of the right things, as always. Okay? Trust me. Oh, when I was 7 years old, I went to Miss Robity's class. Let's see. I met up with the person my classmates named Anthony Graham, Dominic, BJ, something like that. Oh yeah. Let's see. When I went to lunch, I was in there at the cafeteria. I met up the other classmates named BJ, and I met up with the other classmate named Marcus. And then me and Marcus were starting to fight. And that's not happening. I always trying to defend myself. Because I don't know anything about karate, but I went to karate class since I was young. It teaches how to do kung fu. Trust me. I've been into like kung fu karate classes since I was young. I was a kid that time. Trust me. So let's see. Oh yeah. When I was like 8 years old, I went to Mr. Cummings' class. He was like a good, funny teacher. Well, when I was on the computer, I was playing like the Nanosaur. It's a very good game because that's kind of like the best computer game I have ever played in my life. And then my friend Michael Pruch, because he learned his lesson because he taught me how to do kind of like cheat codes, so like in the game. Trust me, I watched him doing that. And I watched him doing that. And I said something to him, and I said, "Thank you, Michael Pruch. You did a good job, buddy." But I never gonna say that. But I think it's kind of like a friendly friendship like that for saying something like that. It's just like you did a good job, buddy. So I never gonna say that in my life. I never said that in my life. Oh my goodness. Well, in the next day when I was in the elementary school of Nassau BOCES, I was in Belmore, Long Island. I was sitting in the classroom with Mr. Cummings, um, like any afternoon. I, I was like playing like the living books, like the Aesop's, the tortoise and the hare. I went to on the second page. It's a funny second page that I've ever seen in my life. It's so very funny and hilarious. And then the squirrel was playing the saxophone, and something got stuck in it, and it goes like. That's the funniest sound I've ever heard in my life. And then the acorn popped out of the saxophone. Something came out of the saxophone. It was an acorn, and it went to like the woodpecker's beak, and it's like, and it's like, it's just like, ow. And then the squirrel said, "I'm sorry." That's the funniest part I've ever seen in my life since I was like 8 years old. Oh my god, that's so funny. But in the next day, when I was in Nassau Boys, when I went to Mr. Cummings' class, like in the afternoon, I went on the computer with my friend named Eric Dreyfus. At the living books of green eggs and ham. And then he almost fell. And he went like this, like, I don't like green eggs and ham. And then he almost fell, and he went back on the train. And then someone put a rope, and then the goats are saying anything, and then they wanted to do a bounce on it, and it was like, nah. And then she wanted to do like ham. We're like laughing together. Oh my god. And then my best friend named Adam Golf, and he started screaming. I was laughing so hard. It was like, eee! That's the funniest part I've ever seen in my life. I've ever heard in my life. Oh my gosh. That's so mad funny. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yo, I can't stop laughing to that. I can't stop laughing to that when I'm saying it to you, all of y'all Dark Evil Warriors, non-Kato fans, right now. Oh my god. And I clicked on it again, and he was just like, I don't like grenades, and he almost fell, and he went back up, and the goat pull him inside and back into the train, and goes just like, and then he made a mad face at him, and he just said, ham. And then my friend named Adam Golf, he starts screaming again. He goes like, ew. He starts screaming like a girl. Oh my god. my god. Oh my god. That's so funny. It happens to me since I was like 8 years old or 9 years old. Trust me. That's so hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. But in the weekend, I went to my friend's house. Well, my mom drove me to my friend's house named Adam Golf. I went to his house and I met Adam Golf's parents. Her name is Mrs. Golf, and I met her husband named Mr. Golf, and I shake hands with him. I said, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Golf." Because I haven't seen them like for a while. Like what the hell? I haven't seen them like for a while. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, I met Golf when I was when he went to life's work. So I seen him before that I go to school with. Yep. So I play games with him. I was like he has like a Super Nintendo. I can't believe that he had Super Mario All Stars, so like the same game that like I had. That's he has the same game that just like I had on the Super Nintendo. Let's see. We were like playing like the Nintendo 64. We were like playing Super Paper Mario. So we able to the final boss named Bowser. He's the enemy of the Koopas. I really hate that enemy so much. I hate that enemy. Like the Koopas arch enemy. Trust me. So yeah. I had good times with my friend named Adam Golf. I had very good times with him. I had good times with him when I went to his house since I was like a kid. I was like 8 or 9 years old. As a kind of like all of these good memories that I'm telling you, all you Dark Evil Warriors and all you Kato fans, trust me. This is like for real. But then we went to been back to school. I hugged him because he's kind of like a good friend. Well, it's a long, it's like very like many years ago. So since like in 2003. Well, in 2004, I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I was staying in Mr. Cummings' class because he is like a funny teacher, and I met up the other teachers, a substitute teacher named Mr. Ken. I know him since like before. when then he's part of the upstairs timeout room of the support team. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. Oh, when I was 7 years old, I was acting like a bad student, but I never gonna be a bad student no more. But the next day, I was crying in the classroom, but I never gonna do bad things no more because the teacher that this is Miss McEntee gave me a hug. I told her and I apologized for what I've done. My gosh, that is like kind of like quite like a memory about my self when I was like in elementary school of the Nassau Bosses. So yeah, I've learned all my lessons. So I got like a bunch of happy faces. That's a good thing. But if I not be being told if I go be kind of like a bad student like in the class because someone can give me like a red dot for not listening and being such a bad student. It happens to me. So, all right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, my friend Michael, he scratched me, and I started crying because of what he had done to me. He scratched me. I can't believe it that what he does that to me. He's kind of like a bad student, but he never gonna do that no more. But he learned his lesson. So yeah, he was never gonna do that no more. Trust me. Okay. And my friend named Dominic, and I went to Nassau Bosses with. When I went to school with, when I was like, in Nassau Bosses, like the elementary. Okay. I'm not sure what his last name is, but his name is Dominic. That I go to school with at the Nassau Bosses Elementary. Since I went to the class named Miss Macca, especially Miss Robity, that I'm not quite mistaken because that I saw her on a picture because it was her husband, but I did not know that she had a husband. Well, I looked at the picture because it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I also say that good luck with that. Like thumbs up to that. Like damn. Okay. All right. Oh, I met the new substitute teacher when I was in Mr. Cummings' class where he was absent. I met a person named Miss Lori. I love that teacher. I like that teacher because I'm such a ladies man. Trust me about that. Because I like the ladies. That's feel good to me. That's feel good to me. That's feel good to me. Oh my god, that kind of like breaks my heart. My gosh. Wow. But then the next day, when I was in Nassau Bosses Elementary, since I was like 9 or 8 years old, then he came back. Well, yeah. When I was 9 years old or 8 years old, I graduated there. Well, I think my my classmates and my teachers, they send me a note. It's a card. It's from Mr. Cummings, Miss Terry, Miss Hillary, Miss Chris, and Miss Judy, especially to my classmates as well. Eric Dreyfus, Tymeek, Adam Golf, Arthur Comer, especially my friend James that I go to school with. The ones I go to school with. So I got out of there, and then they told me that, like, in the car, and then they told me, "Oh man, good luck on your new school. We all gonna miss you." I started gonna reply to it, but I didn't. I missed those teachers, like for sure, especially my classmates up to the Nassau BOCES. Trust me about that. Of Belmore, Long Island. I really like that school very much. Trust me, I like it. I like it so much. All right. When I was 10 years old, to elementary school named Westbury Powers Lane School, I met up with the teacher named Miss Harris, the good, lovely teacher that I ever met in my whole entire life. I heard the whole thing. Trust me about that. I never met the gym teacher because I don't know her name. I don't know her name. But Caesar's kind of like a good gym teacher. Well, the art teacher named Miss Rice. Mm, Miss Bryce, something like that. It's an art teacher. Okay. Mr. Noble, that he was with the glasses. He plays the saxophone. That is awesome what he did. The music teacher named Ms. Berg. Uh, she plays the piano, like electric piano. I haven't seen anything like that before in my life. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I met under the other teacher named Miss King. Okay, that's Lowenza King's that's Lowenza King, that's Miss King's son. I remember that. I went to the ones I went to school with. Like, I know a lot of people. Trust me about that. I know a lot of people. Cindy Ventura, Hosanna Banana, Nelson, Jermaine, Mindy, Melissa, Minnie, Melissa, the ones I had to go to preschool with, the ones I go to school with. So yeah, I met the person named Paul that I go to school with. And then the person named Richard, he's like from Nassau BOCES. Especially Malcolm Glenn. Well, that's Caitlin Glenn's brother. So I met them as well. Well, and right now they grown. as adults. Trust me. Hosanna Banana, that the one that I go to school with. Since I worked at Five Below, since I was like 23 or 24 years old, maybe. I'm not quite mistaken about that. I think it's I was like 26. Maybe I was like 26 or 25. It's back since then that I first got that job. Since I quit life's work, I quit the day half from life's work. Because you know why? It's because it's because some of these people in life's work in the day have some of these people that I don't trust is Caitlin Christensen because she cheated on me because I decided to be her boyfriend because I'm tired of being single and I'm tired of being lonely. Trust me. Well, she lives by herself because she got an apartment. Trust me. I know her where she lives because I know her location. This is for real. Oh, sorry about that, but of the teenage stuff. Excuse me. Um, when I was 12 years old, I went to the Glen Cove the SOCD. It's called School for Language and Communication Development. Glen Cove, Long Island. I know Roger since I went to school with him. I was in Nassau Bosse's. He's a gamer. He plays like the Crisis Core Final Fantasy for the PSP, like PlayStation Portable. He plays like Mega Man, like for the Game of Advance, especially in the Nintendo DS as well. Never seen anything like that before in my life. Sorry, my something got some stuff is in my eye. Excuse me. All right. Um, when I was 13 years old, right? I'm still in Glen Cove. I went to the class named. I went to the class. Let's see. Okay. I went to all the way downstairs to see Miss Erica. Well, she's like a lovely good teacher. I was looking at her beautiful, lovely feet. Oh my gosh. She got nice, beautiful, lovely feet. Oh my gosh. Especially the speech teacher named Melissa Labodi. And then I'll say Miss Melissa Labodi. Well, she got married and she had kids. Well, I was looking at something and I said something to her and I said, I saw that, and she says, William, stop looking at my feet. I was 13 years old. Trust me, I can look wherever I want to look. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But and then when I was 14 years old, I went to Woodside. I did the SOCD called School for Language and Communication Development. I was in Woodside. It's somewhere like in Queens. I've been there before. I've been there once. It's very beautiful over there. And I met up with the gym teacher named Mr. Gutierrez. Well, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude because I didn't not mean to curse him out. I didn't mean to do that because I was just trying to be kind of like friendly to him because I didn't know that he got like a twin brother. But I didn't know that because I didn't know that he got like a twin brother. Like, damn. I saw him like on the picture when I was on Instagram. So, especially when I was on Facebook as well. So yeah. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. I was 15 years old. Miss Rex class. Okay. Okay. I think. Oh. Yes. 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 Um. Okay. Here we go. I met up the lovely blondie math teacher. It's a woman. Her name is Miss Wilner. I had like a crush on her. Oh my goodness. And then she gave me like a hip bump to my shoulder. I felt kind of like in love with her. Oh my goodness. I start staring at her because she's like very beautiful, lovely woman. My goodness. And then I went back to the original class of when I came from, and I looked at Miss Hochstein's eyes. I stared at her straight. I was looking at her straight at her face, and she said something to me. So she said, "Will, stop looking at me." I said something to her, very lovely, good stuff, and I said something lovely to her, and I said, and I said, I was just going to stare at your eyes because your eyes are so mad beautiful. I was kind of like flirting with her. Oh my gosh. That's just back in the days. Oh my god. I was like the ladies man for Christ's sakes. Oh my goodness. And I met up my friend named Casey Bernard that I go to school with, and it was his brother named Corey Bernard. I met him since I was I was like 11 years old to 12 years old. I went to Miss Miltenberg's class. But then she moved away. And now it's Miss Payton, Gina Payton. That she ever goes to the SOCD called School for Language and Communication Development. I met her before because she's like a lovely good woman. I was looking straight at her. I was like looking at her breast. I was looking at her breast. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, when I was 11 years old, I was in Westbury Middle School. That's the school that I'm in. So Miss Carol, she's like half blonde and half chestnut brown hair. She was talking to me like very close to me when I was like 11 years old. I was like start smiling at her. We were like start talking. Oh my goodness. I love that kind of part like that. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my lord. That's a lovely, good memory of that. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh, I met up with the classmate named Kevin Alamena. I haven't seen him like very like a very while. Like oh my god, I haven't seen him like for a while. I never seen him for a while. Well, he's taking care of like a lot of business, so I let him leave him alone. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, back into the teenager. Since I was a teenager, I was like flirting with Miss Hochstein, the teacher assistant. I was like, kind of like flirting with her. I was and when she bends over, I was looking at her booty. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am such like a ladies man, trust me. I was kind of like flirting with her. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Because I really like the ladies man, trust me. I was staring at her chestnut brown hair. But I liked the math teacher named Miss Warner. But she was married. Right now, since she was married to her husband, and she had kids. I like that. I like that. Like, congratulations, Miss Wilner. Mm, congratulations. Hope you did doing a good job with your kids and with your husband as well. Simple as that. I hope they're gonna do like the being become like independently. It's like taking care of children and take care of your husband as well. Simple as that. That's got like a lot of steps to what you've been doing, Miss Wilner. So yeah, good job on that. I saw her when I was on Facebook. So yeah, I saw what happened. Okay. Oh yeah, went to Richmond Hill of the SOCD called School for Language and Communication Development. I met the brand new teachers named Miss Heck. Well, she was married to Jay. Very much appreciated. But I was kind of like flirting with her, and I went to her classroom, like downstairs in the first floor. I was rubbing her shoulders. I said something to her, and I said something very flirty. I said, "What you gonna do on the weekend? Anything amazing stuff going on with your life?" That's why I said that question to her, like very calmly and very so flirty. Trust me. Okay. Let's see. And sooner or later, you went to the apartment. It's called I think it's kind of like the kitchen. It's kind of like the apartment, like the downstairs to the cafeteria. We call it that the apartment. It has with the bed. It has with the kitchen and stuff. It has with the couch. It has the table. It has the dining room table as well. Simple as that. So yeah, it has the kitchen cabinets, something like that. I like it. I like it so much. And then Miss Heck was laying down on the bed. I was rubbing her beautiful, lovely feet. Oh my goodness. I really like that part very much. I was in high school that time. I was in high school. Mm. It's so very nice and very lovely, good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Anyways, well in in 2013, I was cyberbullying and I was like on Facebook, and I Facebook like Amber Penna. So I learned on my lessons not to do death threats. But I cannot tell Miss Penna about it because she's still talking to my parents as well. It's just because I think that she doesn't believe me. Well, in 2014, I was 20 years old. I was like still in high school. Well, in 2015, I was 21 years old. In June, I got out of there and I joined life's work at the Long Island, like in I think like in Minneola, I think. Oh, Garden City, New York. Oh yeah, Garden City. Yes, Garden City. Well, my friend named Corinne Oslanoglu, she saw me a video about what happened when I went to the Syosset Library, and I started crying because of the ISIS, especially the and some people lost their homes as well. That is a very sad story. Mm. Because of the ISIS, they're on like on the loose, and I started panicking and I started crying, and I talked to my whole family about it, what happened, and but then I send the voice message because of the ISIS, they're on the loose because they're just trying to kill us all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not so daggone stupid. I'm not stupid. Trust me, I'm smart. I'm smart. Trust me. All right. Let's see. That's a lot of good stuff that I've been through. Well, all you Darky Warriors and all you Kato fans, well, when I was a kid, I was listening. We were like listening to the music. I worshiping my sister named Toria Elizabeth Cato, and I started crying because I loved her, and I stopped worshiping her, and I started crying, and because I love my sister named Toria Elizabeth Cato. So, well, all your Darky Warriors and all your Cato fans, well, I met up the job coach the staff named Philip Innocent. I was 21 years old to 22 years old. I met up like met up with new people. I really like it so much. So yeah, all your Donkey Wars and all Kid fans. But the whole thing that I've been through is amazing and perfect. Amazing and perfect, and then he was telling me something like very smart stuff. It's just what he studied about, and studied about the like all kinds of like smart words that comes out of his mouth. So that is why I learned everything from him, because I cannot tell about my family about it because it's very private and personal. It's very smart stuff. So I heard of the whole thing. So what I've been through. So, anyways, all your Darky Warriors and all your Kato fans, thank you for all y'all for subscribing me on my channel. I appreciate all y'all support by smashing the like button and put a comment by saying something nice, and I appreciate that as well. So, anyways, well, that's my true story, all you Darky Warriors and all your Kato fans. This is my true story. Well, yeah. I'll tell you about the next true story about it. All right. So, oh yeah. Before I go, so when I was a kid, I went to like to my aunt's house like in Valley Stream, Long Island. Well, me and my cousins were playing like the Sega Dreamcast, called like the House of the Dead #2 for the Sega Dreamcast. What it just said reload, it goes this like reload. It had to press Y to reload, and that's when my other cousin told me about the other cousin named Dula, that he was like playing the House of the Dead #2. You know what I'm saying? I love that all these types of memories that all these years that I've been through. Since I was like watching them playing it. So you know what I'm saying? So I really like all my memories. I got a lot of memories since all these years that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So when my cousin was spending the night at my house, I was like playing Tekken 3. We were like playing Tekken 3. Well, especially like a cookout as well. So I like that. Sorry, my stomach is itchy. Excuse me. All right. Well, that's the end of it on my true story. Like thank heavens. My God. So see you guys later. So holla at your boy W.P.C. Yeah. But you can smell a W.P.C. of the rapper is cooking. Nobody messes with W.P.C. Nobody. If somebody gonna mess with me, they will deal with the consequences. That was their choice, and that was their problem. I'm not playing with y'all. This is for real. So, anyways, see ya. I'll see you guys at the live stream. So, see you, and stay tuned for that.